Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Did Kody lose his rights? Sensitive materials escape. The light drama of Kody Brown turns brutal from the beginning. Kody Brown and his 4 wives praised TLC for allowing the spouses of the sister wives to provide input on matters that they didn't want the public to know. When Kody and his wives wrote a book together years ago, Janelle Brown said the production and camera crews cared about the family's feelings and wouldn't put something on the screen if asked not to. Back in the early days of the Sister Wives series, some discord within the family made it to the screen. They had to engage in some drama, as Janelle stated in that book several years ago. And they did, but nothing that compared to the last few seasons, which were brutal. Was Kody's veil removed? Many Sister Wives fans note how today's crude drama on the series only popped up in the last few seasons. However, a lot of people think that this is Kody Brown's ticket to season 20, which is already being shot. The awful things he said about his wives, you wouldn't hear come out of his mouth about anybody at the beginning of this series. So, Kody had his field day bashing Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown. But it seems the veil has now been lifted off him as well. Kody Brown's pride in his appearance was one of the things Sister Wives fans learned about him. We've seen his hair routine, which involves at least 10 steps, from vigorous washing to his hair blower diffuser. Plus the dozens of products he uses for his hair. But suddenly, TLC shows him in a different light during the last couple of seasons to air. Sister Wives, fans think this looks awful. The most recent Sister Wives screenshot of Kody Brown has fans buzzing. So, it seems Kody got away with saying all those horrific things about his now ex-wives during the last few seasons. However, now it appears that he was not spared from embarrassing clips. Since the beginning of Sister Wives, we have rarely seen Kody in a messy state. However, the man with the ringlets rarely appears to have out-of-place hair. It appears those days are gone. Just check it out below. The photo above is making its way around social media today. This screenshot is from the scene where Kody and Robin made Ariella Brown a vanity. The picture shows the top of Kody's head from above. This is a view that Kody likely would have nixed in the past. But it looks like he's fair game today. Fans believe that Kody no longer has the right to request an edit after seeing this screenshot. Therefore, it appears that TLC isn't being unfair by allowing him to air his scathing remarks about his wives and concealing his less-than-stellar comments. Fans believe that the Sister Wives show can even the playing field if Kody can say mean things about his wives. Anything, no matter how embarrassing, that the cameras capture about Kody Brown should be available for the show to air. In the early seasons, Kody and his wives often praised TLC's production team for being collaborative and respectful. They were, after all, inviting cameras into their homes to document a very private and controversial lifestyle. In their 2012 memoir, Becoming Sister Wives, Janelle Brown shared that the production crew listened to the family's concerns and worked with them on what would and wouldn't be shown on air. The show gave the Brown family a voice, and arguably protected them from the ugliest parts of their dynamic. Conflict was never entirely avoided, but it was softened, reframed, or often narrated through voiceovers that added perspective. Any real breakdowns or deep dysfunctions remained behind closed doors. But starting around season 15, something changed. Kody's anger, frustration, and controlling tendencies began bubbling to the surface. Instead of being shown as a father struggling to balance a complex family, Kody began to look more like a man unraveling under the weight of his own ego and isolation. The shift in tone, from family drama to personal breakdown. For years, the show's drama centered around the intricacies of plural marriage, the scheduling issues, the family dynamics, the challenges of raising kids across multiple households. Kody was portrayed as the struggling but well-meaning patriarch trying to keep it all together. That narrative fell apart as his relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary began to collapse. Viewers watched him lash out, criticize, and withdraw emotionally from the women he once said he loved. Christine's departure was the first real sign that the unity was crumbling. Then came Janelle's detachment and Mary's heartbreak, leaving Kody solely with Robin. Instead of graceful handling, Kody often responded with bitterness. He mocked Christine's departure, questioned Janelle's loyalty, and offered vague half-apologies to Mary. His inability to reflect honestly on his own role in these separations made him come off as narcissistic and emotionally immature. Fans noticed. More importantly, TLC didn't edit these moments out. That's when it became clear, Kody Brown's editing protection had either worn out, or been taken away entirely. The hair scene, a symbolic unveiling. If Kody's venomous commentary didn't make it clear, a viral screenshot from a recent episode hammered the point home. The image shows Kody from an angle fans had never seen before, the top of his head. It may seem trivial, but to longtime viewers it was shocking. Why? Because Kody has always prided himself on his appearance. Over the years, fans got a glimpse into his elaborate grooming routines. From blow-drying his curls to applying numerous hair products, Kody has always treated his hair like a crown. It's part of his brand. So when a scene showed him bent over helping Robyn assemble a vanity for their daughter Ariella, revealing visible thinning and scalp exposure, viewers were stunned. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with hair loss, but because it was so clearly something Kody himself wouldn't want shown. This isn't just about vanity. This is about control. It sent a message: Kody is no longer protected. TLC's new editing style, everyone's fair game. The fan consensus is now clear: TLC has changed its editing style. For years, viewers accused the network of protecting Kody and Robyn while casting Christine, Janelle, and Mary in a more critical light. But now, Kody's tirades are airing in full. His emotional instability, messy home moments, and clear favoritism for Robyn are no longer masked by clever editing. It seems TLC has adopted a let the chips fall where they may philosophy. If Kody wants to rant on camera, fine. If he looks disheveled while doing it, also fine. The same rawness that exposed Christine's hurt or Mary's loneliness is now being applied to Kody. The fans are here for it. After years of watching Kody skate by with smug dismissals and passive-aggressive comments, many see this shift as karmic justice. Why would TLC pull back on Kody's privileges now? There are several possible reasons. The ratings drive the show now. Sister Wives has become a cultural phenomenon in its latest seasons, largely due to the chaos surrounding the family breakdown. Viewers are addicted to the realness, the rawness, the unfiltered dysfunction. Kody's meltdowns bring viewers, and viewers bring ratings. Why would TLC cut out the drama now? His relationship with Robyn isn't enough to sustain his hero arc. For years, Kody's connection with Robyn seemed like a stabilizing force. But that story has grown stale. Instead of being viewed as a happy ending, the Kody-Robyn dynamic is now seen as toxic and isolating. There's no benefit to elevating him anymore, it simply doesn't resonate. The show has shifted focus to the ex-wives. Christine's new life with David Woolley, Janelle's independence, and Mary's self-discovery have become focal points. Kody is now the villain, not the main character. Editing has followed suit. Backlash from fans pushed TLC to pivot. Social media exploded with criticism of Kody's recent behavior. Calls for accountability and fairness grew louder. TLC, ever aware of fan sentiment, may have decided to show Kody in a more accurate, less flattering light to stay in viewers' good graces. What does Kody think about this new exposure? While Kody has not publicly acknowledged the unflattering edits, his behavior on camera offers clues. He often looks irritated, defensive, and even paranoid when challenged. In confessionals, he rambles, doubles down, and contradicts himself. There's a growing sense of desperation in his tone, as if he realizes the narrative has shifted out of his hands. He's no longer in charge, and he knows it. Some fans believe this change in portrayal could push Kody to eventually quit the show, especially if he feels humiliated. Others think he's too reliant on the paycheck and attention to walk away. Either way, it's clear his control is slipping. The symbolism behind the vanity scene. The now infamous shot of Kody's head while building a vanity is laced with irony. He was helping Robyn assemble a piece of furniture designed for beauty and appearance, and in the process, his own carefully maintained image was shattered. It wasn't just a physical vulnerability, thinning hair, but a metaphorical one. Kody was caught off guard, without the power to edit or angle his way out. The vanity scene symbolized the vanity itself, fragile, hollow, exposed. This single frame summed up everything the fans had suspected. Kody Brown is no longer in control of his story. What fans are saying, social media reacts. Across platforms like Reddit, TikTok, and X, formerly Twitter, fans have had a field day. Kody used to demand perfect lighting and good angles. Now they're showing him from above? Savage. He tore down all his wives emotionally. Now the editors are tearing him down visually. This is the first season where it feels like Kody is actually being held accountable, through editing alone. The buzz isn't just about his hairline or his tantrums. It's about the shift in balance. TLC is no longer filtering Kody through a sympathetic lens, and fans are reveling in the unfiltered view. Looking ahead to Season 20, A Man Unraveling? As Season 20 films, reports suggest Kody is more isolated than ever. With Meri and Janelle officially gone, and Christine remarried, all that remains is Robyn, and her support seems conditional and wavering. Fans are eager to see how the show continues this trajectory. Will we see more unfiltered Kody moments? More breakdowns? More public displays of ego and insecurity? What's certain is that Kody is now subject to the same level of scrutiny his wives endured for years. He's on the same playing field, and fans are watching closely. Conclusion: Kody's reign of control is over. Kody Brown once had the privilege of shaping his narrative. He had the support of TLC editors, the loyalty of his wives, and a fan base willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But years of favoritism, harsh words, and narcissistic behavior have taken their toll. And now, in the most poetic of ways, his image is cracking. Whether it's a humiliating screenshot, a cruel outburst left uncut, or a confession gone wrong, Sister Wives is showing Kody in a light he cannot dim. He lost more than his family. He lost control. He lost privilege. And now, the world is finally seeing him for who he really is. Before we dive into the excitement of Janelle's new romance, it's important to revisit how her relationship with Kody fell apart. For years, Janelle and Kody maintained what some might call a functional alliance more than a passionate marriage. They were partners in raising their 6 children, navigating financial decisions, and trying to keep the peace within an increasingly dysfunctional plural family. However, things began unraveling in earnest after Christine Brown left Kody in 2021. Christine's bold departure set a precedent. It gave Janelle, and later, Meri, permission to consider their own emotional fulfillment. Janelle started asking difficult questions. What did she really get from this marriage? Did Kody prioritize her needs? Was there real love left? The answer, unfortunately, was no. Tensions heightened during the COVID-19 pandemic, when Kody's rigid household rules clashed with Janelle's desire for autonomy and freedom. Kody accused Janelle of being disloyal for seeing their children without his blessing. Janelle, ever the independent spirit, refused to be micromanaged. Their relationship hit rock bottom when Kody admitted on air that he didn't really consider himself in love with Janelle anymore. And just like that, the emotional thread that had tied them together for nearly 3 decades snapped. Part 2, Janelle's journey of self-discovery. After her separation from Kody, Janelle didn't wallow in sorrow. Instead, she thrived. Social media followers noticed a remarkable transformation. Janelle began focusing on her health, launching a detox and wellness journey that led to visible weight loss, glowing skin, and a newfound confidence. She proudly posted makeup-free selfies and leaned into her Plexus wellness business with renewed energy. More importantly, she began traveling, spending time with her children and grandchildren, and embracing life outside the shadow of Kody. Fans couldn't help but cheer her on. For years, Janelle's loyalty to the plural marriage system had cost her emotional intimacy. Now, she was finally putting herself first. The rumor mill swirled with speculation. Would Janelle ever date again? Was she open to love? Could she even consider a monogamous relationship after decades in a plural family? At first, Janelle played it coy. But that all changed when she casually introduced someone very special, a new man, and Kody Brown was not ready. Part 3, The New Man in Janelle's Life. Enter Jason, a 56-year-old North Carolina native with a love for outdoor adventures, sustainable farming, and a calming presence that has turned Janelle's world upside down. While the name Jason is used here hypothetically, details reflect what fans are speculating based on online sightings and hints dropped by Janelle. Jason is reportedly